This is History Myths and Mythconceptions. And today's mythconception is money doesn't smell. That's the popular saying, and most probably you've heard it 100 times. It basically means that it doesn't matter how you made money, it is still money. But while the original meaning is quite close to the modern one, this is not exactly what the originator of this saying actually meant. He never meant it as an excuse to gain profit by any means necessary. He had some dignity and a sense of what is appropriate and what is not. He had moral standards, and they were quite high. The originator of this saying is the Roman Emperor Vespasian, or to be more precise, the primary sources on his reign, ancient historians Suetonius and Cassius Dio. And here are the original quotes. Cassius Dio. And to Titus, who expressed his indignation at the tax placed upon public urinals, one of the new taxes that had been established, he said, as he picked up some gold pieces that had been realized from the source and showed them to him, "See, my son, if they have any smell." Now Suetonius. When Titus found fault with him for contriving a tax upon public conveniences, he held a piece of money from the first payment to his son's nose, asking whether its odor was offensive to him. When Titus said no, he replied, "Yet it comes from urine." First of all, as you can see, the exact original quote is not "money doesn't smell." Second, Vespasian is usually presented by historians as a man with an interesting sense of humor, overall no-nonsense attitude, and a tendency to provide witty remarks every now and then. His famous last words were, "I think I'm becoming a god." Vespasian knew that upon his death he will be officially deified by the Senate. So during his last moments on Earth, he found time to crack another joke. This is the kind of man we're talking about. And he also was a very competent emperor. Indeed, the sources paint Vespasian as a rather stingy man. Here's another quote from Cassius Dio. Vespasian was laughed at every time he would say, when spending money, "I'm paying for this out of my own purse." Yeah, that's the level, according to Cassius Dio. But that doesn't mean that Vespasian advocated the idea that any immoral behavior is okay if it makes you money. He was making jokes, as per usual, and emphasized that there is nothing wrong with the taxation of the public urinals, and there is no need to complicate things when there is no grounds for it.